Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 11th. You start with this whale spirit. It says, trust in the great mystery. You have this turtle spirit. It says, slow and steady wins the race. Probably not what you want to hear, Gemini. I feel like I immediately resisted that card when I started to read it. The way I read is I put myself in your shoes. And I definitely feel like you are probably resisting slow and steady. The good news is I actually feel like things are speeding up. So it's kind of like saying to me that things have been very slow and steady and probably not the favorite way to make progress for Gemini. Maybe you wanted, or I think you have wanted things to be faster and to happen faster, but at the same time, I think things are happening, things are progressing here. And so, is it really that big of a deal? Probably not, I would say, but we'll see. So you start here in your current general energies with the Four of Cups. Four Cups can represent like past disappointments, regrets, sadness, things like that as well. I would be careful of anyone from the past who has regrets. You do go down to the Judgment card. I don't always read the Four Cups as regrets. Again, I'm a holistic reader. I look at every single card that shows up. So, I know a lot of readers just say, oh, someone has regrets for leaving you. But it's like that doesn't show up in the reading, right? So I don't do that. I don't read like that. It's like, sure, someone could have regrets. But really, I think this is talking about you trying something again here, Gemini. I almost said Aquarius because I was going to talk about the Star card. So you have the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. We have Pluto and Aquarius. I think you need to take advantage of that energy, right? Part of Pluto and Aquarius, I think for everyone in the collective, but you definitely should take advantage of this, right, is going to be being a star, right? I think we all could do things to stand out. And it doesn't mean you have to become famous. It just means that we all have things that make us special. We should be highlighting those skills. We should be using them. We should be standing out and work our business so we can get more money, right? We should be doing things to stand out in love so that we can attract a better connection or, whatever the case may be, right? And I kind of feel like this is saying that you could be taking another chance or another stab at something that you feel like you missed out on or that you feel like has come too slowly, So this could be love, could be business, could be money. We'll see what comes up as we move throughout the reading, but there you go. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and here's the opportunity right here. So it's almost like you're getting this second chance opportunity. I do feel this is I wouldn't really call this a second chance reading, although I was about to say you don't have any of my second chance cards, but you do. You have the Judgment card, which is one of my second chance cards. And so, but I still really wouldn't call this a second chance. It's like you could be trying something again, but I feel like you're getting an opportunity to do something that you're kind of like over, with that Four Cups. It's not like you're really over it. I just think you're over what you've been experiencing, right? With those types of situations. And so if it's a love, for example, it's like maybe you do want love kind of, but maybe at the same time you're kind of like sick of what you've experienced so far, And that's the feeling I get. The thing about the Ace of Pentacles is we get out of the Ace of Pentacles what we put into it. We have to nurture the Ace of Pentacles into existence. There's this garden right here. We have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. If we do all those things, then we will be able to manifest something great and grow something great with the Ace of Pentacles. If we don't, then we won't. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent blessings. So there could be a blessings coming in for you with the Hierophant. And I do kind of feel that with this card. I also feel that, so you could be attracting blessings, which I don't normally just say. The other thing is that I feel that it's a very airy reading in some ways. You have the Star card, Two of Swords, Six of Swords. You have Judgment. It's like giving in a lot of all blue cards here as well. It's giving me like a very airy vibe. The thing about the Hierophant is that he communicates with heaven and earth. He needs to bring his dream from heaven down to earth. Or, again, he could just have a vision or, an idea about what he wants his life to look like. But, again, he has to do things to manifest that on earth. And I think it's time for you to, bring your, dream down to earth or whatever you're trying to manifest here. Let's see. With the Four Cups, you have the Lovers. It could be love, because I said that, but this could also just be you. The Lovers is your card, Gemini. So whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want from the reading, which is great. But also, Gemini, I think this could be you attracting a new connection. You have the Ten of Cups right next to it. But it's like, I think you have to see this as, something that's truly good, is what's popping into my head. Like, I think if you are getting into something and you think that this person is going to be just like the rest of them, then you're not going to have a good time, right? I think if you're open to allowing it to be something that grows into something better, then it will be. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Pretty straightforward. I mean, whenever I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, I actually love it, number one. Eight of Pentacles can represent material success on the horizon, so it can literally say that you are going to be receiving, money or success for work that you've done, which is great. You could be receiving some sort of success or money or abundance with the Eight of Pentacles. I also feel that, it basically says just, if you're getting an opportunity, just doing the straightforward work. He is just working on one thing. He's just putting the work in. Will get you the best results. So it's like there's nothing complicated about whatever is coming in for you, is what that's trying to say. Whether it's love or business or something else. With the Hierophant, you have the Chariot. Yeah, it's like, this to me is saying it's time for you to take control of your life, basically. Chariot is a very good card. It can represent a victory, a success. It can represent setting yourself apart. But the Chariot is the card of hard control in the tarot. He is really needing to take control of his life and, take control of those reins and make something happen. We have the Strength card, which is a card of soft control. But the Chariot is about, like, really making things happen and really being the one that's in charge, right? And so he is in charge by being in alignment. So there actually are no reins on the Chariot. Those sphinxes here are not attached to the Chariot because, basically what the card says is that he is in alignment with what he wants. And these two sphinxes are the mysteries of the universe. And so he is trusting that the universe is going to bring him to where he needs to go because he is in alignment, right? So the Chariot card is really about alignment and getting into alignment with what you want. You just have to be the thing that you want to be, and then you will have it. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Merry Motive card and this Great and Full card. Yeah, like literally this is saying the happier and the more in alignment you can be, the better, right? A merry motive is like doing things for a happy reason or doing things that make you happy. The Great and Full card is about being grateful, right? The more grateful you can be, the more likely it is that you are going to get or attract whatever it is that you're wanting to attract into your life here, Gemini. And so that's what I would be working on with these two cards, is being in alignment, being happy, doing things for the right reasons. You have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Star. Yep, Ten of Cups is, again, these people are choosing happiness, right? The whole point of the card is that they're standing in the real world, and these 10 cups exist above their heads, but they are choosing to focus on what makes them happy, right? So I think for a lot of you that this card, could be basically saying that it is time for you to choose happiness, or that you should choose happiness with this energy, and, that's basically what I would do. With the Ten of Cups is choose happiness, choose joy, and choose to focus on it. Also, if you want love, you have the Lovers, but the Lovers is you, Gemini. But if you do want love, I do feel the Ten of Cups could be, very strong connection. Could even be a person that you have a family with. Obviously not right away, but, in the future. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says, of course, teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you can do to get other people to help guide help you on your journey to your vision would be a good idea. This is his vision, but these people are coming in a support position. I feel like I've been saying this to you for months, Gemini. It seems to me like your readings are really saying that you need to be number one. It's like if you're building something or doing anything, it's like you need to be the one that is guiding the vision. You need to be the one that's calling the shots and making things happen. It's okay to ask for help. It's perfectly fine. But as long as you are number one, right? That is kind of like the key for you. I would also say with the Star coming up, Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. He has put his work on display right here. And so he's showing off. He's basically showing what he has done. And I do think it's time for you to do that, Gemini. Like if you're working on any projects, businesses, ideas, anything like that, I think it's time for you to put your work on display with the Three of Pentacles. You have the Star card. The Star card can represent blessings. or receiving a blessing. And so right now, especially with the Hierophant, again, I don't normally read this card as blessings unless we have the Hierophant here, because the Hierophant is blessing those two people in front of him with his hand, right? The symbol he's making is a blessing that he's giving to those two people. And so when the star comes up, it definitely can say that you are going to be experiencing blessings. It's also a card of hope, faith, and renewal. I think that your faith is being renewed in something like love. It's again, maybe you've had a hard time in love and you could be giving it a second chance, and you could be meeting a person that kind of makes you believe in love again. And, again, it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, this could be work. But like I said, it's almost like you're giving something like a second chance here or something like that. Or you're getting an opportunity to do something again. It's not really a second chance because, to me, a second chance says that you're getting a chance at the same thing. I think you're getting another chance at love in general. So it's not like the same person, if that makes sense. But that's what I'm getting here with that star card. Definitely also time for you to shine, time for you to stand out, right? With the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you get fire with me every single reading, I'm pretty sure. So if you want love, definitely could be a fire sign coming in for you. So I would get out there, put yourself out there, go meet new people. People always ask me, where's this person that you keep saying is coming in? I'm like, well, people aren't just going to magically appear in your life. And, if you do the same thing every single day, then you're not meeting new people. You have to do things to go meet, but believe it or not, you have to meet new people. And the reason I really encourage this is because, number one, I recommend that people be on dating apps, number one, because we have to do everything to prove to the universe we want something, number one, right? But number two, I don't necessarily recommend meeting a person through a dating app, because usually that's not the highest. Now, not always true, but I'm just saying, you're usually meeting a person that's matching with people on the toilet, right? So it's I think it's much better to go do things, go to the gym, go take a class, go do something that's based off a hobby and meet a person that way, because then you're meeting a person who actually does stuff. You're not meeting a person who just swipes on a toilet, right? With the Three of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess. Every reading, you've been getting the High Priestess with me, I'm pretty sure. So definitely your intuition is guiding you at this time. We also have divine counterparts here. The Hierophant and the High Priestess are divine counterparts. I look at them as better divine counterparts, actually, than the Emperor and the Empress, because they're both very spiritual, right? So there could be a very spiritual connection here. Now, another thing that's popping into my head here, Gemini, is she has these 3 stages to the crown on her head. And those 3 stages to that crown basically represent the fact that she sees the beginning, middle, and end of every situation that she enters into before she enters into it. And so I feel for a lot of you that this could say that, that you, and here's the thing, is that she is basically visualizing. She's not necessarily seeing the future. I feel that you need to be very careful of your vision, but the one that you create. I would be, making sure that you are, playing the movie that's playing in your head. I would make sure it's a good one, right? Because sometimes I feel that the High Priestess, she basically visualizes her life, and good or bad, right? And she attracts it. So there you go. With the Star card, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's I feel like there's something destined to come into your life here. It's a destined second chance, or something like that. So in the Wheel, how funny is it? We've basically been saying second chance, and Wheel of Fortune is something coming back around. And so again, I think you're getting another chance to do something that you've done before. And again, you have the Judgment card right next to it. So, it's almost like a destined second chance, or a destined opportunity to do something over, right? Or this is the do-over you've been waiting for. Maybe some of you have felt like you wouldn't get another chance at something. Maybe you thought that you wouldn't get a do-over, that you're, not going to have something again, but you are, So there you go. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Make Your Mark card. It says, stick to a decision and don't allow any outside forces to sway you. Yes, we have all this energy in Aries as well right now. Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries. They're both going to retrograde out. Doesn't matter. The whole point of Aries energy is seeing things through to the end. We need to make a mark, to do anything important moving forward into the future for the next 14 years. We have to pick one thing, make it happen, right? You have this Capricorn card. It says challenges. It says it will not be an easy path, but if you build discipline, you will achieve your goal. There you go. So just stay disciplined. Keep working towards the things that you're building, and good things will happen, Gemini. You have the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. These people are choosing to move away from something. The woman and the child in the boat, I always say, they are completely moving on. They have completely let go of the past, and they are completely moving forward to calmer shores, right? So they only have the clothing on their back, and they're like, they're basically having to start from scratch. So, a lot of you might be like starting from scratch here, or you might need to start from scratch with this energy, and that's what I'll say there, is that I think some of you are kind of like starting from scratch. Maybe not starting from scratch, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but again, if you're getting a second chance at something, it's like back to the drawing board energy. But also, again, I want to stress, there's like something important here about needing to treat something as new. It's like I always say to people, it's like, I think people love to tell me about all the hoops they're going to make the next person jump through. I'm like, great, you're punishing a new person for a past person's mistakes. Let me know how that's going to work out real well for you. Basically, you're looking for a problem. When we look for problems, we find them. Guarantee it, right? So again, all those things you do, all those hoops that you make people jump through. Again, I mean, I'm not telling anyone what to do. You can do whatever you want, right? I don't care. Go for it. But again, number one, then you better jump through the same hoops. What makes you so special, right? Yes, I'm calling your ass out. Number one, because none of us are that special. Number two, except for me, right? But number two, again, you're starting off on the wrong foot. You're looking for a problem. There's something about this reading that is saying you need to not look for a problem. And people always say to me, and I understand it, like I understand not wanting to get hurt and everything like that, but people will say to me, but if I don't do these things, then I won't know if X, Y, Z. I'm like, actually, you do. You do know. It's like every single person I've ever been with who has done something, positive or negative, it's like they basically said exactly what they were going to do right up front. I just didn't listen. So whose fault is it, right? It's my fault at that point because I didn't listen, plain and simple. And I think we all need to be better at listening in connection. So, again, that's all we have to do. We don't have to do hoops or anything like that. We don't have to give ultimatums or any of that stuff, right? Because when you're trying to negotiate desire when you do that, which never works. But I hate to tell you, but it never works. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles is like a change in direction. Seven of Pentacles, he is looking at the pentacles that he's grown, and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze, or should I grow something else? And I don't know. I think a lot of you could just be kind of like looking at the things or looking at the progress you've made. It's like I kind of want to say this as well here, Gemini. I do get a little bit of pressure, and I might have said this to you in one of your recent readings, but it's like not so much like running out of time, but it's like more like I think we need to stop putting time frames on things. Like you might be saying to yourself like, oh, I'm 30 years old. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, and that's popping into my head with this card. Is like you might be looking at things that you want to accomplish and saying, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too this, I'm too that, right? And I feel like that needs to stop as well. That's like, even though that's not what that card means, that's what's popping into my head. You have the Judgment card. Judgment is like a wake-up call or receiving messages. Seems to be a very intuitive time for you, so I would be paying attention to your dreams, your daydreams, your night dreams, pretty much all that stuff, because those things literally could be guiding you or giving you messages on like what to do next. With the Six of Swords, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, like everything you want and desire in your life. So with the Ten of Pentacles, it just represents the tree of life. The 10 Pentacles form the tree of life on this card. And basically, we could be manifesting or trying to manifest something that's important to us. And, it's also a card of building, leaving legacy. But amazing card for money. And, if you're working on something or finishing something, just a very good card. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, of course, can be fulfillment or wish fulfillment. So I do feel like there could be some sort of wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you with the Star and the Hierophant. I did say that. That normally I wouldn't say this is blessings, unless the Star or the Nine of Cups comes up. So there definitely could be a wish. The blessing that you're getting could be a wish or wish fulfillment, something you've been wishing for a long time. With the Judgment card, you have the Knight of Pentacles. It's like time to get to work. I think this is saying don't question signs, basically, with the Judgment card. Sometimes, like, I think we will be thinking about something. We'll see a repeating number on the clock. Like, yes, it's a sign. Just get started, right? It's like sometimes I think those simple signs, like 222 on the clock or 1111, it's basically the universe saying, yes, you need to do whatever you're thinking about at the moment that you see that time, right? And so, but I get that feeling here, Gemini, where it's like that judgment card is saying like, don't, sometimes I think we question it. Like, was that really a sign? Or can I get another sign? No. I think this is saying like, how many more signs do you need? It's time to get started, right? Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this confront card. It says assertion, self-confidence, and shadow. You have this tower card. It says crisis, sudden change, and awakening. It's coming up in the good stuff, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but definitely could be a change or a sudden change coming in for you with this card. And I think this could also be an awakening. Judgment is literally an awakening. So this tower card in the good stuff, this is not an oracle deck. This is the Arts of Dreaming dream deck. And what I would say here is that I don't really think this is like a tower. I think it's more, an awakening. You have the Death card, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. I think your circumstances are changing, as well. That's the other thing. Like, I also feel that's why you could be getting a second chance, is because you actually are getting the things you need. Like, let's say you needed money to make a business work in the past. It's like maybe now you're getting the money you need, so it's like the second chance can actually happen because you're getting the change that needed to happen is happening. And that's what I feel like the Death card is talking about. I feel like the Death card is saying the change that you've needed to have happen is happening, and that's it. Next, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be conflict or competition. I always say that in the good stuff, the Five of Wands can represent learning from the competition. I do think it would be an excellent time for you to learn as much as you can from the competition, and to see what they're doing, to see what they're not doing, to see what you can do differently and what you can do better in life. And I feel if you could pay attention to all of that, things would go very well for you here, Gemini. So I would make sure that you're paying attention to, like what's working, what's not working in your life with the Five of Wands. But I would also pay attention to the competition, like in any area of your life, and see what they're doing, what they're not doing, and fill in the gaps. You have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is, again, kind of like a third place solution. Third place solutions is going to be your middle name, Gemini, over the next many years with Uranus and Gemini. She is thinking this or that, but there's this third place, this other option that exists behind her here on this card. So I feel for a lot of you that this could be saying that there is another way, there are other ways, or there is another way to do things with the Two of Swords, and you just need to be open to other ways of doing things, and that will lead to the most success. But also third place solutions. Third place solutions are solutions that no one has thought of yet, so I would embrace those ideas. With the Death card, you have the Four of Wands. You have marriage. Some of you definitely could be getting married or finding like a very deep connection if you are looking for love. So I do feel like love looks pretty good for you here, Gemini, if you are looking for love. Let's see. Next, with the Five of Wands, you have the Magician. The five of Wands with the Magician is kind of like you using your skills to manifest. So a lot of you could be manifesting things quickly, more quickly into your life. I feel that a lot of you are going through a reinvention right now as well. So a lot of you are changing on a deep level. I always pull the card that he's pointing to, which we're going to say is this one right here. And it says bear tree. It says don't waste your energy or efforts on something that is clearly not bearing fruit. Yes. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? We have to be honest, and we have to look at what we're working on and all the energies in our life, and we have to say, is it worth it or not? Some things are worth it, some things aren't. And so you have to look at everything and say, like, what's worth it and what's not worth investing in. With the Two of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, Nine of Swords is like a never-ending nightmare, right? Nine of Swords is kind of like one of those cards that can be, having a nightmare, waking up, being stuck in a nightmare. The good news is that you clearly are like getting out of some sort of nightmare situation, or you're getting out of something that is, has been holding you back for a very long time, is kind of what I feel. So kind of interesting. Here's something else that's interesting, Gemini. You have this broken wishbone card. It says wish will not be granted. You cannot make this up. Your very next card says wishbone, a wish is granted. It's almost like you are getting a second chance at something you've been wishing for, is what this reading is saying. Hierophant, Star, Judgment, Nine of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, very good. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? It's almost like you are getting something that you, like a wish that you thought you missed out on or something. I don't know. Looks good. You have this horseshoe. It says good luck on it. And there is we see a lot of luck in this reading. So, if you're hoping for luck, or if you're hoping to increase your luck, I do see a lot of luck in this reading. You have this boat card. It says money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So in Ten of Pentacles, absolutely could be an inheritance. Obviously, you would know that you are getting inheritance if this message is for you or this part of the message, but could also be some other type of windfall. We are kind of in a little bit of a lucky time here, especially the end of the month is a little bit more lucky. So even though this is a weekly reading, this could be very good for taking chances. Even the Five of Wands in the good stuff would be good for like entering competitions and things like that are based off of work. So there you go. You have this door. It says opportunities are waiting for you. Yes, definitely a lot of opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, we talked about it. This is one heck of a reading, Gemini. It's like you're getting a second chance at a wish or something you wish for, which is great. But anyway, this looks really good. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.